Former celebs who now have nothing. A superstar will be at the pinnacle of their success one year, acquiring a desire for luxurious residences, gadgets, and extravagant parties. When money comes flowing in from a box office smash or a platinum-selling album, it's tough to keep that pocketbook closed. If they don't play their cards correctly, they may go extinct the next year along with their income flow. There are several inspirational instances of youthful superstars achieving fame and money in Hollywood. However, for each of them, there are several examples of celebrities who went bankrupt. Nicolas Cage. Apparently a man of his word, the actor promises to pay back every cent of the $14 million in taxes he owes to the government. How, you ask? By selling the several residences, castles, aircraft, yachts, and automobiles he has amassed with his over $150 million in revenues during his career. Allen Iverson. Iverson, nicknamed The Answer when he first joined the NBA, never won a title. He will, however, be remembered as one of the finest point guards to ever grace the floor. He made $20 million a season at one time. The issue, apart from the lack of titles, was that he spent more money than he earned. Between traveling with an MC Hammer-level entourage and regular legal issues, Iverson claimed to earn more than $62,000 per month while spending $360,000 on costs. You do the math. Lauryn Hill. In 2013, the singer was sentenced to 3 months in jail for failing to pay taxes on approximately $1.8 million earned between 2005 and 2007. She informed the court that she lives a reasonably modest life in comparison to the number of CDs she sold and the amount of money her music has earned. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt were not among those who were aware early on that the Mayans had prophesied that the world would end in a flaming flame. The couple from the hills, whom everyone loved to loathe, claimed that they felt they had to squander all their money before the asteroid struck and killed us all. Michael Vick. After serving 21 months in jail for running a dogfighting ring, the former Atlanta Falcons quarterback declared bankruptcy in 2008. Once one of the NFL's brightest players, his opulent lifestyle and never-ending legal bills drained him. A couple more seasons in the league may have gotten him out of debt. Michael Jackson. It's not shocking that you could have to declare bankruptcy if your property costs $10 million each year to maintain. But when the Guinness Book of World Records names you the most successful performer, you have to question what went wrong. When he was unable to repay his $25 million debt for the Neverland Ranch, the King of Pop was forced to declare bankruptcy in 2007. Jackson died tragically in 2009 at the age of 50. Chris Tucker. How can someone go from being Hollywood's highest-paid actor to having the IRS come knocking on their door a year later? Chris Tucker, for example, owes $11 million in overdue taxes. He had to sell 3 houses to repay the man, and we're simply over here wondering why he needed all 3 residences in the first place. Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson is a fearsome opponent. His opponents in the ring were often trembling in their trunks. His several knockouts have netted him a cool $400 million. But like with every other case on this list, that large sum of money came at a cost. Tyson declared bankruptcy in 2003, claiming he owed $50 million. He's made countless cameo appearances on large and small screens since then, toured a one-man show, and even had his own cartoon. All of his efforts paid off, and he's now apparently debt-free. Lindsay Lohan. The former child star and adolescent legend had a difficult financial year in 2002. Despite a $100,000 loan from her Scary Movie 5 co-star, Charlie Sheen, the IRS allegedly froze Lindsay Lohan's accounts due to $234,000 in back taxes owed. Brendan Fraser. The performer, who never appeared to be out of work for long and was believed to earn $200,000 a month, filed for bankruptcy. With management fees and child support payments totaling more than $75,000 per month, the actor's bank account couldn't remain in the black. Fraser's professional and financial difficulties should be a thing of the past. Terrell Owens. Top professionals usually get huge prizes. Terrell Owens, also in recent years the former San Francisco 49ers and Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver, has lost almost all of his $70 million NFL career earnings. He sells expensive homes below market value to pay $50,000 in child support to 4 wives. Worse, Owens failed to return to the NFL. It failed. Larry King. Larry King, the famed television broadcaster, is a household figure in America, and although he definitely isn't doing too badly financially right now, he got himself into serious financial difficulties in the 1970s due to alimony payments from many divorces and marriages. Even his lucrative position as a talk show host couldn't help keep him afloat during this period. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is one of boxing's greatest stars, but that hasn't prevented him from amassing massive debts owing to tax avoidance. Over the span of more than a decade, he has amassed $22.2 million in debt. There's even talk of him coming out of retirement again to attempt to pay part of it. 50 Cent. After 2007 or thereabouts, it seems that 50 Cent faded from the music scene. As it turns out, he probably went missing in part because he was drowning in debt. In 2015, he allegedly owed $32.5 million in legal fees and missed child support payments. In 2016, he filed for bankruptcy. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, as one of Hollywood's top action performers, gained a fortune through the Blade series and other very successful films. What he did with all that money is a mystery to Snipes, his attorneys, and rumor has it, a tiger breeder. He was imprisoned for 3 years after being charged with tax evasion by the IRS. He became expendable to his Demolition Man co-star, Sylvester Stallone, after his release. Because of his tax difficulties, he had to decline a part in The Expendables. He ultimately appeared in The Expendables 3 in 2014. Marvin Gaye. One of the most terrible tales on this list is that of Marvin Gaye. In 1976, the renowned singer declared bankruptcy due to alimony payments owed to his ex-wife. He was required by a court to give her $600,000 in royalties from his upcoming album, Here My Dear. But his father murdered him in 1984 before he could pay back the balance. Kid Rock. Scintillating Stars estimates the 51-year-old rock and country singer's $150 million net worth. Rock and Anderson have no animosity. Their public relationship ended badly. After 4 months, they divorced in November 2006, according to People. Kid Rock reacts to getting canceled. In a recent interview with Fox, the Michigan native candidly discussed his image. Rock said he is uncancelable and doesn't give an F when asked why he doesn't believe he's canceled. Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick struggled to manage her funds after 50 years in the music business, 100 million CDs sold worldwide, 2 children's books, a best-selling autobiography, and her own fragrance brand. She filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy after owing creditors more than $10.7 million. MC Hammer. MC Hammer, real name Stanley Kirk Burrell, is the poster child for what not to do when you're rich. For example, he spent $30 million on a home when his annual revenue was $33 million. No amount of harem pants can restore all that fortune. Someone needs to give Mr. Burrell some sound financial advice. Sinbad. While most celebrities who win a large sum of money go crazy, Sinbad, despite filing for bankruptcy, is a bit different. Sinbad, whose actual name is David Adkins, blamed his bad luck on something altogether different after accumulating an $11 million debt, more than $8 million of which was due to past taxes. "I didn't live large," he said. "I made an investment in myself. I put money into a number of other individuals. I wouldn't charge anything. I wouldn't go back. I suppose when you pretend to be on Shark Tank, things don't always go as planned." Toni Braxton. Let's get right to the point. Toni Braxton has had to declare bankruptcy twice. Despite selling over 40 million records worldwide, the iconic R&B artist was forced to file for bankruptcy in 1998 due to a one-sided deal. The Unbreak My Heart singer was diagnosed with lupus for the second time and was forced to cancel a lucrative Las Vegas residency. But things are improving. She appeared in a reality program, recorded a new album, returned to Broadway, and wrote a book. Evander Holyfield. Over his 20-year career, the former heavyweight champion earned more than $200 million in compensation, yet even that sum couldn't support his opulent lifestyle. To pay off the $14 million he owes to JP Morgan Chase, Holyfield had to sell his 109-room estate for just $7.5 million.